we're playing Farming Simulator 17 on Crossroads on the RDAllen multiplayer server. And just myself on here at the moment. And looks like Cowboy just joined us in TeamSpeak here. Hello.
Took you a minute. I was worried about you there for a second, sir.
I just started recording, so.
Oh, okay. You were starting your recording.
Yep.
Gotcha. I popped over to say hi for a minute.
Oh, okay.
I found another DOJ community, so I'm kind of helping them get some stuff set up on the civilian side of stuff, so.
Oh, nice.
Nope.
Anyway, we're just harvesting here on the server at the moment.
I'd come say hi. I was actually looking to say hi to Nate, but obviously he's not around, so.
Nope. He's AFK at the moment from the looks of it.
Yeah. And I know where Chris is.
Oh?
Chris is with me over on the other TeamSpeak we're on.
Oh, okay.
So, but, like I said, stopped in to say hi, so I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
User left your channel.
And yeah, instead of harvesting this time around, I'm actually running unload duty. I figured we'd try something a little bit different here this time. And while we're waiting for the combine to fill up, I haven't looked at storage. Do we have anything we can sell? Yes, we do. We actually got quite a bit of canola in storage already. I think that's actually about it. Oh, and some straw. 500 liters. 500,000. We get the right 500,000 liters of straw. Okay, not sure we got so much straw in storage, but hey, whatever. While we're waiting for them to fill up there, it's going to take a while for combine there to fill up, and it'll probably take a while for us to fill up the grain cart there as well. So we can sell a little bit of canola here, I figure. They've got about 2 loads in storage. We'll make a little money here. We'll go ahead and do that. And just a reminder again, if you'd like to join us on the multiplayer servers, anyone is welcome to do so, as long as you can play nicely and follow the rules. And we do ask if you want to join us on the multiplayer servers. Ooh, there's the gas tank there. To please join us on TeamSpeak. Kind of step number 1 there. Actually, oh, you know what? I'm on the wrong side anyway. So points on that side. And information for TeamSpeak can be found in the description below. If you don't already have TeamSpeak, you simply need to download the TeamSpeak client. And for those of you not familiar with TeamSpeak, kind of similar to Skype, it's just a voice chat client. And before anybody asks, no, a microphone is not required to join us on TeamSpeak. Obviously, if you want to chat back with us, yes, you're going to need a microphone. But if you don't have one, you can still use the text chat. Or if you're in the Farming Simulator server as well, you can chat in there as well. And also, for those who wonder, we do play other games, as you've seen lately. Car Mechanic Simulator, again, it's not a multiplayer game, but we're kind of all in TeamSpeak together, playing it single player. Now, hopefully in the future, Car Mechanic Simulator is supposed to have multiplayer. Sounds like that's probably more towards the end of the year before that happens, so we got a ways to wait, or some time to wait. Oh, this trailer holds quite a bit, doesn't it? Okay, I did not realize that. I was thinking this is the same one, or almost the same one I had on single player there, Snetterton's. This is another Dakota trailer here, just a little bit different style than what I'm using. Okay, and where are we selling this at? 724 at Ma's Farm. And where's Ma's Farm? Oh, not too far away. And just a reminder again, for the Farming Simulator multiplayer servers, we currently have 3 Farming Sim servers. Server 1 there is on Say Valley, and for those of you who have not seen that one, apparently it has a huge bunker on it for filling up with chaff. And then Server 2 here is Crossroads. Again, that's the one we're on right at the moment here, Server 2 Crossroads. Again, if you want to join us on Crossroads here, just make sure you download Server 2 mods. And then, of course, Server 3 is Golden Days of Farming. That's kind of our 3rd server. We kind of just do special stuff on that one. So, example, like I said, Golden Days of Farming, old-time farming equipment there. And then, of course, we got a couple people that like to play American Truck Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator. Again, all multiplayer. Okay, and we're back there. Had to answer a phone call there a minute. Okay, and I noticed while I was gone, apparently the combine filled up, or maybe it was filled up before I even left too. Okay, let's empty him here a minute, and yeah, we'll just leave the truck there. We'll get back to that in a moment. And the Brent grain cart we're using here is from the Big Bud DLC. This is just the red version of the Brent grain cart. Default color is green, and you can also have red. So we went with the red one this time around, just for something different. And yeah, still using the Kloss Lexion 780 combine here. Again, for anybody looking for a good Kloss Lexion, definitely seems like a good one. Pretty sure I have a link in the mod list for this particular combine. And then, like I mentioned as well, we did add the Kloss Jaguar. So the Kloss Jaguar 900 here. Looks like a really good one. Haven't used it on the server yet. Several different sizes, 940, 960, 970, and 980. Wheels set up wide. Oh, no duals on it? I don't know if that's actually a thing or not on the chopper. Well, actually, you know what? I think that actually is a thing on the choppers. I believe I have seen that before. They do put duals on the choppers, although I don't know how common it is. But yes, definitely, hopefully be checking that out at some point. And then, of course, the header that goes with it. The Class Orbis 900. Oh, and it does have a direct disc as well. Interesting. Anyway, let's continue selling here. Where did we leave the truck? Oh, there it is. Also been getting asked lately where we found the Peterbilt trucks here at. Again, link is in the mod list for these Peterbilt trucks. And just a reminder, with the Peterbilt trucks, it comes as a pack of 3, and then there's an update you have to install separately for the 1. So I believe it's the Peterbilt bunk. So when you install the 3, you can just leave that one out and then install the updated one. I don't entirely know what's wrong with it. All I know is there's an update for the 1 truck. Okay, assuming this is Ma's farm. Yes. Doesn't actually tell you on the small map, does it? Okay, and we'll read some comments here in a moment. That brought us in a nice bit of cash. And wow, the money is going down fast. Just noticed that. My goodness. I'm assuming that has to be the cedar. Anyway, like I said, about to read some comments here. Redneck was asking, don't mean to be a pain, but is that red semi-truck private? Yes, unfortunately, the Peterbilt, I believe it's the Peterbilt 379s. The Peterbilt 379s that I have are private. Not to say you can't find them somewhere, but at least the version I have and where they came from is private. They are really nice trucks, but yeah, unfortunately, private. And before anybody even asks, no, I will not share them. Oh, wait, we missed our turn. I guess we went through a stop sign as well. Oops. Casey's General Store. Yeah, all the roads and even the driveways kind of look the same on here, so you kind of have to pay attention to the roads a little bit and the map. Mathos, I was saying I see you're wearing your safety flip-flops there in the welding video. Oh, absolutely. You know it. Mathos was also saying in the other video, sell point for bales is in the barn with a straw. Right by field 32 on the main farm there. Okay, you know what? And now that you say that, I remember that. I know I've seen that before. Let's see what's here. 48. Oh, 49% now on canola on the combine. We'll go ahead and empty the remainder that's in here. Jeffrey was saying, I'm happy to see you and your brother wearing those safety flip-flops. Those your dad is wearing look mighty uncomfortable. And hot, too, I imagine. Oh, yes. Yup, yup. Steven was saying, Case IH. Case IH is okay, I guess. I prefer green myself. Nathaniel saying, great video. Thank you very much for that. Bosch was asking, where did you find that Peterbilt? I cannot find a decent one. And I'm assuming you're asking about this Peterbilt, because if you're asking about the other one, it's private. But this one here, the Peterbilt 389, and again, it comes as a pack of 3 Peterbilt. Actually, no, we do have them on the server here. I can look them up without having to try to remember them here. So yes, these 3 right here, Peterbilt 377, Peterbilt 389 day cab, and a Peterbilt 389. I believe both of these look like they're sleepers, the 377 and the 389. I'd like to say, oh, you know what? Maybe it's the 389 bunk. Might be the 389 bunk here or 377 bunk. I forget which one. Again, one of these has an update to them. And again, I do have a link in the mod list for those. From Trailer Parks Farms there on Facebook. Definitely worth checking out. Has some really good looking mods. Oh, see the big bud's almost done planting the field there. Good. Well, is he going to make it to the end? Yeah, he'll make it to the end. We'll wait till he's at the end here. And we don't have to drive on the crop to unload him. And again, for mods to join the multiplayer server here, I do have download links in the description below for Server 1 and Server 2. There's 2 download links for each. One of the download links will download all the mods needed to join the server, and the second download link will take you to the server download page. You can download the mods individually from there. You know, that's good if you want to join the multiplayer server, and let's say you're just missing, you know, a handful of mods. If you've never joined before, though, then I would highly suggest you just download all the mods. And again, we got, I don't know, somewhere around 80 or so mods, I believe it is, something like that. I know a lot of people think that's like a crazy amount of mods, and it's not. 80 or so mods is definitely not a lot of mods. But we try to have a good mixture here, a few tractors, you know, a few combines, you know, a few choppers, etc. You know, some additional planters, cultivators, plows, kind of a, you know, a little bit of everything. Ooh, Big Bud is continuing on. Okay, I don't know if I like that or not. You know, it's weird how sometimes the hired worker will quit with, you know, like a whole pass or 2 left on the field to go yet. But then look at this. It's continuing on to the next field. Like, really? But yeah, again, I don't know if we actually want that to happen or not. Yeah, I guess you can keep planting a little bit. It's not going to hurt. Won't mind going back and fixing the bit he missed here. Oh, that definitely doesn't. Oh, there we go. One more. Now we're to the right truck. Nicholas was saying, how's it going? It's going quite well, thank you. He was also saying, love your videos and keep up the great work. Well, thank you very much for that. Should be enough room there for Big Bud to do at least one more pass here. Marcus was saying here in Sweden, pink bales is a good thing. It raises money for breast cancer. And he's also asking, what trailer is Nick using to load bales? Oh, let's see. Which trailer do we have on here? I'm not even sure, actually. Okay, we're using, I believe this is the Big Daddy trailer here. I'm assuming I have a link in the mod list for it. It's just an auto load trailer there. And again, I believe the Big Daddy's the mod author behind that one. 2015 Farmer was saying, look at them safety flip-flops. Amazing. Still waiting on my pair. Should be here by the end of the week. And we'll just have to keep an eye on the big bud here. He might be able to do one around, and that's going to be it, because he's definitely going to catch up with the harvester. And yes, if you do want to join us on server 2, by the way, we do have both the Big Bud DLC and the Coon DLC active at the moment. We activated the Coon DLC so we could have access to the square bale wrapper. As well as we're using some of the other Coon equipment as well, seeing as how we got it active. Might as well, right? If you don't have the Big Bud DLC or the Coon DLC, though, you can still join us on Server 1 or Server 3. Neither one of those servers have the Big Bud or the Coon DLC active on them. Okay, which group is the Big Bud in? Not in a group from the looks of it. Okay. Nope, back tab. There we go. Apparently the last tractor that was bought. We'll put him in group 4, sure. And yeah, once he's done with this pass, maybe I'll stop him here for just a minute. And we'll go back and fix some of the missing bits there. Thomas was saying, as far as I know, Hired Help does not... Oh, Hired Help and Course Play does not destroy crops anymore with crop destruction. Reading more on seasons, that barn for the sales isn't considered uncovered. And there's no snow mask set up in that area. Okay, so good to know. Thomas was also saying, I find it easier for manual handling of bales with a modded fork. Sent me a link here to one. Roger was saying on our clothesline post fixing video, you can't weld on top of galvanized. When you see a green flare, that's when you're going to need to make sure you take the galvanized off with a grinder. We did actually grind that down already. So it should have been nice, clean, relatively clean bare metal. Cody was saying over here we spray at 12 miles per hour, 100 acres an hour. Quite a few acres an hour, that's for sure. Tate was asking, is the rake a Vermeer? Yes, it is. The wheel rake I'm using there on Snetterton's is a Vermeer wheel rake. Okay, like I said, I'm just going to unhire Big Bud here. Let's see, combine is 77% full, so we should probably get to unloading here pretty quick as well. Okay, guess I need to go back and make another pass over that one. And we're just planting some barley here, by the way. Okay, and on to the other field here. Tractor Kid was saying, love the videos. Thank you very much for that. Jeffrey was saying, easy on the throttle there, Wreck-It Ralph. Just messing with you. Try using your wheel next time. Yes, that would probably help. A little bit gentler on the throttle, plus a little bit more precision control there as far as the loader goes, using the joystick. I think I actually may have figured out what part of the problem was, and I didn't catch this while recording. But using the loader next to that shed there, the doors were opening and closing. And if you didn't pay attention, you couldn't see it real close. But if you watch the doors, they actually slowly opened and closed. So I think that may have been what was causing some of the issue. I ended up pulling the trailer a little bit further away from the barn there. And then I made sure every time I entered or left the barn, I didn't touch any of the loader controls. Because I was using my mouse there to raise and lower, and tilt, for that matter, the loader. And unfortunately, the doors on that particular shed are on the left and right mouse button. One for open, one for close. So rather annoying. Jeffrey was saying, by the way, my render device error showed back up again. Can't figure out why it is doing that. It says, might be the map. That is kind of what I'm wondering as well. Let's see, back to group 4 here. Oh, field group. Okay. Oh well. Jackson was saying hi. Eric was saying, I don't think Giants knows this, but those weeders you call rotary hoe in the U.S. Okay, so in the U.S. we'd call them a rotary hoe. Can't say I've really ever seen even a weeder like that or a rotary hoe like that where I live. Steve Henn was saying the farmers I know spray at 15 to 20 miles per hour, not 7, which is what I keep saying as well. Why Giants decided that 7 miles per hour was the limit for the in-game sprayers, I don't know. Both the self-propelled and the tow-behind. The limit is 7 bloody miles per hour. Which, again, like I said, I don't understand why Giants thinks they have to be so slow like that. Cody was saying, do you still use your grandpa's old gravity wagon? No, we do not. And at this point, it probably wouldn't be safe to use either. Not without some work done to it. I'm sure it probably, at the very least, would need a new set of wheels on it. Joseph was asking, why are you spraying so slow? It's funny you ask. We were just talking about that. Again, that's a limit of Farming Simulator, not... or the particular implement in Farming Simulator, I should say. Like I said, the in-game spraying equipment limits you to 7 miles per hour. Now, of course, if you get some modded equipment, a lot of the mods let you spray faster, 10, 15, 20 miles per hour. Much more what I would call reasonable speed. Hello. Looks like Minzy there joins us in the TeamSpeak channel. And yes, we're still saving up for another field here, by the way, for those who are wondering. Field prices on this map aren't exactly cheap. Okay, 54%. Not exactly full, but might as well empty them. Oh, looks like we'll have to empty the grain cart here as well pretty quick. Means we can sell another load of canola. Hopefully the price hasn't gone down too much. You know, while we're complaining about the Giants here, that's definitely another thing I have to complain about as well. The whole price, the way the prices work in the game, just not good at all, if you ask me. Definitely don't like how Giants decides to do the prices. You know, you sell one load of, say, canola, and the price just plummets everywhere. Which, you know, I find just to be totally unrealistic in that sense. You know, number one, the price shouldn't plummet that fast. And number two, it shouldn't plummet everywhere. And actually, you know what? If we add a third to it, it shouldn't plummet that much. You know, not to say it can't happen in real life where the price plummets that much, but it very rarely would I say it happens that often. You know, in real life, you know, the price, let's just pick corn, for example, fluctuates, usually a few cents every day. You know, you never see the price, well, again, I shouldn't say never maybe, but very rarely do you see the price of corn just, you know, drop in half, boom, or even third. You know, go from $6 bushel corn to $2 bushel corn. That typically doesn't happen, at least not, you know, after you sell one load anyway. Okay, we're pretty well full on the grain cart here. And it should come pretty close to filling this trailer up here. And like I said, we can go ahead and sell this load. You know what, let's just check. What's the price gone down to? Yeah, like I said, price has gone down quite a bit. What, $100? Because it was, what, 700 something, right? Michael was asking on Snapdragons, what are you going to do when winter comes around and you can't harvest or plant? Logging, question mark? Yes, that is the plan. Once we reach winter time there in Snapdragons, we might spend an episode or two, maybe 3 or something like that, and we'll just do some logging. Again, I do have the logging equipment there on the map. I didn't sell that yet, so we still have a Ponzi Scorpion. We have a truck and a trailer down there. I don't know if we actually have anything really to load logs with, but that's something we might have to look into. Now let's go ahead and sell this load of canola here. And about that time, it'll probably be time to wrap up the episode by then. Hogan was asking 2 questions. Is there a link to that wheel rake in the first part of the video? So yes, the Vermeer wheel rake, there should be a link again in the mod list. Seems like I've mentioned the mod list quite a few times here this episode already. And is that chopper from the Massey Ferguson Old Generation Pack? Yes, it is. And again, there is a link in the mod list for that one as well. And yes, for anybody looking for some good old equipment, some nice, decent-sized old equipment as well, I might add. You know, low horsepower. Definitely check out the Massey Pack. Has some nice equipment in there. And some nice 4 to 5 meter cultivator, planter. The plow's a little bit small, but, you know, what do you expect? They weren't that big back then either, so. But yes, some nice smaller equipment that you can pull with smaller tractors while not being too small. I'm just looking at the equipment in the game here. Let's, you know, just pick the Kuhn cultivator here. 3 meters, so roughly 10 feet, give or take a little bit. I don't know what the exact version of that is, but we'll just say it's 10 feet. 120 horsepower to pull a 10-foot cultivator. That just seems a little bit ridiculous to me, at least again where I live anyway. You know, a 10-foot cultivator, we can pull that with a 30 horsepower tractor where I live. And no, that's not a joke for those of you wondering. Okay, back to the field we go. Oh, and we got somebody joining. It looks like it's about time to wrap up the episode anyway. So with that, just a reminder again, if you'd like to join us on the multiplayer server, anyone is welcome to do so. Information for joining is in the description below. And like I said, just make sure you download TeamSpeak there. Get on the TeamSpeak server. And once you're on TeamSpeak, you get all the rest of the information for joining the Farming Simulator multiplayer servers. Or if you just want to come hang out and play Car Mechanic Simulator, American Truck, Euro Truck Simulator, any other game we might be playing at the time, you're welcome to come on and hang out as well and join us playing those games. And with that, you have any other comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.